Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two running backs will take the field today in hopes of leading their team to victory. It's Freeman's Falcons going up against Matthews' Eagles. So let's send you up to Pennsylvania. Standing by in Philadelphia are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we've got a good NFC matchup lined up here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Caleb Sturgis now to do the honors and get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Fielded about a yard deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. On the Atlanta Falcons, led by Matt Ryan. He continues to shine, Charles. 23 touchdowns this year to just 4 interceptions. He added 4 more touchdown passes in that big win over the Bucs last week.
And it's the second year that he's in the same offensive system, and I think that that's helped in a big way because last year there was a bit of an adjustment for him. They were asking him to do things he hadn't done in his career prior. I think he spent this entire offseason really working on them, not to mention he's cut down on his interceptions in the red zone.
And now he's got the Falcons looking good at 6-3. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So against Tampa Bay, Freeman didn't have the other side of his dynamic duo. Tevin Coleman out with a hamstring injury, but 17 carries, 77 yards for Freeman.
And over the course of a season, you miss your second guy, right? You miss your partner, but in the short term, you try and make hay, and that's exactly what Devontae Freeman did. The primary ball carrier, he showed his chops.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Finding time. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, if you see a running back play with such joy as well as such fury, I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
Second down, Freeman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on third.
Thinking pass all the way.
To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
All right, say it with me now. There are a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty.
Yep.
Wiley. Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names.
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Eagles take possession. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner and #1 overall pick from Oklahoma. It's Sam Bradford.
And Sam Bradford, he has touch and accuracy, and he has it in bushels. This guy is amazing. If you watch him throw 7-on-7 or watch him throw routes versus air, the ball hardly ever hits the ground. He's absolutely a receiver's dream when going out for a pass.
They come up in an offset eye.
Green 39.
On the ground, the first carry for Ryan Matthews. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Eight yards to go here on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And here now the defensive starters for Atlanta.
Jonathan Babineau's a defensive tackle, knows how to get upfield and spill plays in the backfield.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Green 39.
Bradford from the gun on 3rd down. And he hits his man, Matthews. They get 14 yards there and a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got time. Look at the time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Fake to Matthews. Now Bradford surveying the field. He's going to float this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
3rd and long for Bradford. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Darren Sproles. And it brings up 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
Connor Barwin is one of the most versatile outside linebackers in the league. Started as end and basketball player. You see that athletic ability on display each and every week.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Freeman again. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I know it's a word that we tend to overuse, but Devontae Freeman can be awfully explosive with the ball in his hands.
He showed at the beginning of last year. He had 10 touchdowns the first couple months. The Falcons themselves were red hot, then sort of went down the tubes a little bit toward the end.
Yeah, their team's record and its production declined the same way, but I really like his overall game. Here's
Coleman. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
3 yards remaining here on 2nd down. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Well, Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And the man who helped Florida State to a national title in 2013, Devontae Freeman, reeling off a nice run.
I remember when he came out of school and I was evaluating him for the NFL draft. I loved a lot of his game. Run it, catch it, block. But I loved how hard he played. He played every play as if it were his last, and that ran him to the Pro Bowl after the 2015 NFL season.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Jones. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Charles, you think Matt Ryan and Julio Jones are having any fun together this year?
I mean, they're not just snickering together, right? They're laughing uproariously, having a ball, enjoying the connection, and really decimating defenses in the NFL.
Against the Bucs, Jones did it again, 111 yards, another touchdown on 8 catches. 2nd down now after the pass completion. second down. Here's Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain.
Holding offense.
Yeah, that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
This is Coleman trying to run inside, but nothing there. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Back out now come the Philadelphia Eagles, and we noted earlier they're 4-4. It's interesting, they started 3-0, a couple great wins in there, one over the Steelers, but now they've lost 4 or 5. What do you make of this team?
I still think this is a very good, much improved Philadelphia team over last season. I think that they can do things on offense that they couldn't do before just by style. And defensively, they're much more rested, so they play better. But they're in a really tough division. Going into last weekend, every team in the NFC East was above 500. The only division in the NFL that could boast that number.
They begin the drive with Ryan Matthews. And he'll cut it to the left sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Ryan Matthews, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep them there past you.
Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. Returnable here for Hester. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. The The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. But good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
Ryan. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. On third down, Ryan. And that's caught by Tammy. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. At the end of one, 7-0 is our score. And we're back to Philadelphia after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. He'll get the football here. And he's brought down. They'll get 16 yards there. And the Falcons are going to get a first.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat. Third and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. From the gun on third down, Ryan. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And he'll keep this one away from Sproles as this is angled toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there. Second down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively. And in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, there was zero space. No gain.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So back-to-back plays here where he couldn't get anything on the ground. Now you face a 3rd and 10 and assume you're going to try to pass it, right?
I would think so because you've tried to run the ball, and really it didn't matter who got the ball in the play because there was no space to go. So I think you step back, throw the ball to try and pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, Bradford. He's got time in the pocket. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Tyson Jackson in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Here's Donnie Jones now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And it's going to be a short field to work with after this one. It's touchdown at the 45-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's brought down after a good gain. It goes as a pickup of 23. And it'll give the Falcons a 1st down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Now Ryan on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll be out of bounds. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he is now getting into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Falcons set to get things rolling on defense again here. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense. They said, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And that defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Go!
On second down, Ryan Matthews. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple.
For a guy who went to college as a quarterback, Ryan Matthews has turned into quite the power runner. If he could only stay healthy, well, his numbers would be huge, I think.
His numbers so far, 2 times over 1,000 yards with the Chargers, 5 years there, now in his second year with the Eagles.
Hey, here we go. Green, 90.
Now Ryan Matthews on third down. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Try the ground game here with the running back. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They go play action here on first down. Finding time. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. And nobody was open downfield there. Looked like a pretty clear throwaway.
Yeah, definitely was that. I'm wondering why there wasn't intentional grounding. I know they're saying there's a receiver there in the area. Those darn quarterbacks, they get away with everything.
Spoken like a true defensive back, Mr. Davis.
Did that come out?
It did. Okay. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And Doug Peterson relied a little heavier on Sproles in Week 9. He got 13 carries, Ryan Matthews 5, and then Wendell Smallwood just 2.
I know you've heard all the talk out of Philadelphia that Ryan Matthews is still the lead guy, but he's had some trouble with ball security. So head coach Doug Peterson turned to the dependable one. Darren Sproles made him his lead ball carrier, but they didn't get as much out of him in the passing game as normal. They want to continue to get him in space and turn him loose on secondaries.
Yeah, he only had 3 catches for 14 yards in that game. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So now on is Caleb Sturgis for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
We focus our attention now on the Eagles' defense. Last drive, touchdown, surrendered. Here, see if they can stop him.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad, but especially bad. Give up a touchdown. Okay, forget the finger pointing, forget the blame. Go back out and play the defense you know you're capable of and help your team out.
And probably look to the leaders, as always.
As always. They're going to be the ones going to grab some people and say, all right, let's do this thing.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He got 29 yards that time. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, Devontae Freeman just gets better and better every time I see him. I remember him coming out of Florida State, could do a little bit of everything. And I love the intensity he played the game with. But catching the ball in the backfield, I think this is the one aspect that he's added that's really upped his game.
And a little under the radar. He caught 63 balls in 2015, second most in the NFC.
Boy, does that make him dependable and trustworthy. Quarterbacks love a guy like that.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He had a quick little spin move, but the door shut fast as he's dropped. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Ryan. And that's caught by Tammy. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. And now the offense operates in the red zone. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it a second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throw again. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up second down. No, third down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
And the offense needs 7 out of this play on third down. Again, Ryan. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Hey. 4 down. Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Bradford now to throw on first down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going.
end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Bradford on first down. He's got time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Second down, Bradford. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, Bradford surveying the field. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Hester. Oh, look at the juke. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. Both teams have had their moments so far today, and that's why we have a tight game on our hands. We'll have to see if either side can take control in the second half. All right, let's get it going. Let's roll those first half highlights. Eagles have it near the end of one. Matthews looking for room to run, and he'll take this 80 yards for the score as they put the first points on the board. 3rd down at the 14. Jackson's got the sack here. This ends up as a loss of 7. Falcons with the ball midway through the second. Freeman's going to look for a gap, and a quick 3-play drive ends with a score. We're brand new at 7. Now 1st and 10. Claiborne's got the sack here. This one ends up as a loss of 6. So that'll do it for us. We'll go back now to Philadelphia for the second half.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Now it's Barner. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Second half starts with a run by Ryan Matthews. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
4 down, 4 down. Green, 39. 55, green.
Here's the option going right. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
Bradford from the gun on third down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he brings this up to for the first. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first.
Green, 39. Green, 39.
They go play action here on first down. On the grab, it's Ruben Randall. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 11 on the gain there, and it'll be a Philadelphia first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can right foot in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
He's tied right here. He's tied on the right. Tied on the right. Here we go now. Blue 45.
A handoff left. It's Ryan Matthews. And some room to work. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
So much for halftime adjustments by the defense because you know they had to talk about it. The entire first half, they struggled to contain it. And here he is coming out in the second half and establishing the same tone. Still running the football with authority, still gaining big yardage. So I just figure on the offensive side, they said, well, there is no adjustment. Until they slow us down, keep going at them, keep handing them the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now Bradford on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Derek Shelby able to get him for a loss of about 3. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
So now at 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary. A nickel look. Bradford to throw it. Aguilar has it. Well, they convert on third with a gain of 22.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
You got 4. You got 4. Here we go now. Green, 39.
First down, Bradford. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Throwing again, Bradford on 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Chris Gibbons was the intended target, and it'll bring up third down. And the seemingly endless drive continues. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, Bradford. And Matthews has got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Matthews, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now Ryan on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. Second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, If you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. That allowed the linebackers to see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry.
This is Freeman. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. He's got time in the pocket. All kinds of time. He sets to fire deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Green 90. Green 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move to sticks.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key 3rd down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
4 down. Check. Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
On 1st and 10, Bradford over the middle, and It's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Well, Charles, one thing that had you and I chuckling after Week 9 was Marquette King, the Raiders punter.
Tell the truth, you weren't chuckling. You were cracking up.
I was cracking up, doing a little dance, and then after the game, he said he was just trying to imitate that Von Miller dance in the Madden commercial.
Yeah, he said, hey, got to get your own due, right? Make sure it goes viral. And indeed, it did.
And then he started riding the pony at the end there.
He's doing it all. But you know something? He deserves to. He's having a heck of a year punting the football for the Oakland Raiders.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, Bradford goes underneath for Sproles. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
They'll run it with Sproles. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Here we go. Blue 45.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now Bradford on second down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Hey, we got 4 down. Here we go now. Black 58, Williams. Black.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They come up in an offset eye.
Here we go now. Green 39.
And they'll run it here. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12.
4 down. Here we go. Green 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Paul Warlow in to make the tackle.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Bradford to throw it. And this is Randall here over the middle. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now a 20th carry for Ryan Matthews. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
Offense has been out there a while. This is their 14th play in this series. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Working out of the gun, Bradford. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Now that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
Goal from the 7th. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
An extra DB defensively here. Big stop needed on 3rd and goal.
He may be a blitzer.
To throw is Bradford. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Derek Shelby in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. In a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic. This is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. Here's Eric Weems now on the return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When the receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10. On first down, Ryan. It's Tammy. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Connects with Sanu right side. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
False start, offense. Still first down.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. To throw again is Ryan. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And Tammy with it over the middle. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
False start, offense. Still second down.
Seven yards to go on second down. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw. He goes underneath to Freeman. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. He's back to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Love the excitement we've got going here. They just scored the touchdown. They're down by 1. How much fun is it now to figure out the possibilities? Kick the extra point and tie it. Go for 2 if they're really feeling in a gambling mood. What do you do in this situation?
I think you kick the PAT.
Yeah, I do too. Kick it, get my defense ready, and try and stop them one more time.
And now a critical extra point attempt here. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Sam Bradford heading back out as he and his offense get ready to go again. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expected?
More often than maybe people realize, so adjustments are often a big part of each and every game, and it's not just getting to halftime. It's series to series to make it work, and being able to hang in there when there's a little adversity early and see them able to flip it around, it's kind of gratifying for a team to watch, especially for a coach.
Finding time. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. So just about a minute to go here, tie ball game.
As fans, we love free football. But the guys in the field don't. They're going to attack and go for the win right now.
Here's Bradford. It's caught by Randall. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Well, still in search of the first down after that last completion. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Bradford to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So we've got a 2nd and 5. Now Bradford. Ertz has it left side. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And quickly they get to the line. To throw, Bradford throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that leads to a Philadelphia first. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. So this game will come down to the right leg of Caleb Sturgis. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So this game will come down to the right leg of Caleb Sturgis. He's made one and he's missed one thus far. This for the win. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So it was a golden chance to go ahead here in the final moments, but he misses for a 2nd time in this game.
Brandon, either one of those go, and they might be on their way to a victory. Instead, they're going to have to hold on here defensively just to force overtime.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, 4 quarters wasn't enough, my friend, and it turns out overtime is not enough. There's no PKs in American football, and this one is over dead even.
Can you imagine the teams in their locker room now going back over this game, analyzing every play, each guy thinking if I had done this on this play or that on that? Who knows what could have happened, because let's face it, a tie can be exciting to go through to get to overtime, but it's not satisfying for either one.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Freeman, the lone man, in the back to him here. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Ryan leaves with Freeman on the draw. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
It's a good call.
Here's Ryan to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a cut to the left sideline. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones. Sometimes you get bad ones. Sometimes you get great ones. And that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when you're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime, what type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown? Or what have you made an adjustment to what you've worked out all the way through that's going to give you the play we saw to win the game? Because I know everyone's thinking that was something that they just drew up. It might have been something they've been working on, and now they got the right matchup.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.